The water tower of 93rd and Rainbow. We remember what happened about 2 weeks ago with the leak when 500,000 gallons of water rushed 4 city employees that were trying to fix a leak. It's our top story tonight. Thanks for staying up for News West 9 at 10. Happy to see you. Tonight we're learning a little more about what went wrong and how the city plans to move forward with future repair work. Jonathan Polasic joins us now live with more. Hi, Jonathan.
Good evening, Tatum. It was a scary situation for the city workers who were working on fixing a leak at the base of the tank. However, it did provide a necessary learning experience for any future work done on the water tower. It was an uncommon leak that needed fixing. One reason why the water wasn't shut off and led to 500,000 gallons of water flooding out.
We don't often run into these leaks on the base of the tank, so it's not a routine, I would say, operation. It's something that we deal with in the type of pipe work and everything often. We generally would not do it with the tank hot.
Now the city of Odessa plans to make sure to have a plan in place.
In future cases, whenever we're dealing with that pipeline, that type of system on a tank, yes, we would always expect to drain the tank first and do it without pressure and water on us.
Not only that, but the city plans to have more specific training for that kind of event.
Well, we will evaluate the situation as it occurred. We've already been looking at talking to the staff and the incident, and we will have safety training associated with this. Better methods for us to make sure that we don't run into those kinds of conditions again.
And should work be done in the future that requires the tank to be shut off, people should not worry about their water being shut off.
We normally can pressure off of a pump station that we have, a Yukon pump station, and so it can be maintained in pressure. You don't want to do it for an extended period of time. You're more likely to have line breaks and things like that occur.
Now, according to Kerr, all of the city workers that were involved and experienced minor injuries were able to return to work that following Monday, and this is a situation that they plan to be more prepared for should this happen again in the future. Reporting live in Odessa, Jonathan Polasic, News West 9.
Jonathan, thanks. So what exactly caused the catastrophic leak? It all started with a leak developing near the base of the tank. We're not talking about the bottom of the actual tower itself, but that reservoir here near the top. The leak originated at a broken fitting. When crews tried to respond to that leak, that is when the situation worsened. You heard Thomas Kerr mention that the crews were working when the pipeline was hot. They still had water running through. It was that pressure in the tank that caused the big leak.
They were trying to do it while what we would call hot, while the tank was still in service. And when the fitting, as they were trying to work on it, broke loose, the water then started draining extremely quickly.
The good news here is the tank was only half full at the time. The tower usually held close to 1 million gallons of water. By the way, all of those city employees are okay.